Okay, so the purpose of the call tonight was to get you guys amped up and ready for Team Cup, as well as an exercise in really kind of thinking about what your vision is for your life overall, as well as goals, specific goals that you have for your business, and creating daily actions that you can take to work towards those goals. We had a really great workshop at Summit where one of the slides I took a screenshot of while we were sitting there. Um, and I know I posted this already in the group, but it was, about the 30 daily connections. And that's part of what I'm trying to incorporate into my daily activities. But they also talked about really thinking about and diving into and digging deep into what you want your life to look like and how Beachbody can be the vehicle to get you there. So I wanted to first start by talking a little bit about Team Cup. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. Okay, so first go over the rules. Now, I'm sure I am going to record this, so for anyone else who gets on later and watches this, if this is your first Team Cup, it's good to have this as a guide so that you remember what the rules are. If you've done other Team Cups in the past, some things have changed a little bit, so you definitely want to make sure you know for sure what's going on so you know what you're working towards. So obviously it's for the month of August, so it starts next, I think Tuesday is the first. Yeah, Tuesday. And then it goes for the full month of August. So you've got basically 31 days to really amp up your business and try to get, help as many people as possible. So it's basically a challenge that is company wide. It gives everyone the opportunity to form groups of 5 coaches. Only it used to be there could only be 1 diamond on a team, and now they're saying there's also like there can only be a 1-star diamond and above or something like that. I don't know the specifics on that, so if that's something you're running into, make sure you check out the FAQs on this. But basically the purpose of this whole thing is to really just motivate one another to really work on our businesses and help each other stay consistent, because I know that's probably one of the biggest challenges that I have just with my my job. It takes a lot of time and energy out of my week, so I need something to help me stay consistent with this, because I know that even just the small daily actions add up over time. So that's what this is all about. Now, the way that you earn points in the Team Cup is basically every Success Club point that you earn also earns you 1 Team Cup point. Okay, so really what that means is every time that you get somebody hooked up with a challenge pack, you get 2 Success Club points, and you also get 2 Team Cup points. Okay. So the max that anyone can earn for this challenge is 35 Team Cup points. That doesn't mean you can't earn more Success Club points. There's really no limit on that. I am trying to set the bar really high for myself, and I have this crazy number in my head of like 80 Success Club points, and it's scary as hell because I've never done more than like 8. But I really, really, really want to focus on this and just take off. So I don't know where that number came from, but it just like popped into my head. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna like go big or go home. So anyway, if you want to get the full 35 points, basically that's 17 and a half. Hey Amber. All right, and then so one thing that you'll be expecting every Friday is they're going to be sending you weekly reports to your email that you use to log into Beachbody, and it'll give you how many points that you have as well as everyone else on your team. So it's just a really good way for you all to stay connected with that and know what you need to do, to push yourself forward in the next week. There's usually a bunch of like really good tips and things like that in the email too. So definitely be looking out for those because they're the good info. And then if you want to see where your team ranks, you would just need to go to teambeachbodycup.com, and there's a whole list of all the teams that are participating, and you can see where you are on there. Okay, so that's kind of the basics of what the challenge is all about, and how you earn points. So now the fun part is the prizes. So there's several ways that you can win prizes. The individual prize available to anyone on any team is this cute little daily sunshine like picnic blanket, I think it is. And all you need to do to earn that is 5 Success Club points. Okay, so everyone can earn that on their own. Now, in order for you to win a team prize, everyone on your team has to hit Success Club 5. And they're showing, I guess, both the female and male version here of the coach hoodie that they're going to give out. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then we go on to the top prizes. So the top 10 teams get these really cool bikes, and actually I think they said that you get 2. That's why they have 2 of them here. So one for you and your spouse or significant other. All members of each of those top 10 teams gets the 2 bikes. Something to shoot for. The grand prize, the number 1 team, they get their names inscribed on the team cup, as well as they get to actually fly out to Los Angeles and go to the Beachbody headquarters and work out with these awesome super trainers. So a lot of good things to shoot for. And so part of, like I said, one of the workshops I went to at Summit really talked about like figuring out your vision. And so this is a perfect time to really think about this, because you want to go into Team Cup with kind of an idea of what goals you have for yourself and what you want to accomplish in it. And you want to have a plan of action so you know that how you are going to get there. All right. So the first step is to develop your vision. Well, in my mind, vision is kind of, what do you want your life to look like in a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now? What do you envision your life being like at that point? I mean, it could be that you want to be debt free. It could be that you want to quit your job and just do Beachbody coaching. It could be any number of things for you. So I want you to really think about that and jot some things down. Just dream big. Nothing is really out of your limit. One of the most awesome quotes I think we heard at Summit was, and I'm probably going to botch this up and I'm not going to say it word for word, but basically like we're all given so much potential, but it's up to us to do something with it. So dream big and really think about what your vision is for yourself. And then the second step, once you've decided on that, is to actually write out some goals. Hey, Bobby. So that, again, it's kind of like working backwards. Once you have your vision determined, you have to figure out what are the goals you need to hit along the way to make your life look like that in a year from now, or 2 years from now, or 3 years from now. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through some ideas for that. And then now that you have your goals, this is where most people kind of stop. And it's a mistake, because when you have these big goals, you really have to put a plan of action in place. And you have to figure out what are the things I need to be doing every single day so that I can achieve those goals. Okay, so that's probably one of the most important things and the most often skipped over. So now I want to share with you guys, I actually do this activity for myself. I really thought about it over the last couple of days and put together a vision that I have for myself, a vision that I have for my team, as well as goals and daily actions. So I just wanted to share that with you to give you an idea of how you can go about creating your own. So we'll start with my personal vision. So one thing that I heard at Summit was, have the goal, set the goal for yourself that when you come to Summit next year, that your business has been completely transformed. So I thought about, well, what do I need to do to get to that point? So my day job is a financial advisor with Prudential. It's a lot of hours. I work anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday. I'm all over the place, even though I have an office at home. I'm still driving out to see clients all the time. So it's a lot. It takes a lot of energy away from what I want to be contributing to this business. So my goal is to take a step back from that and be able to focus more on this. So I was looking at the income side of it. If I take a step back, what do I need to produce with coaching to allow me to do that? And I came up with a number of $100,000. So it's a big goal. It's a scary goal, but it's a big one. Also, my husband, Josh, who some of you have met, he also works for Prudential, and he's in a management position. And he absolutely is frustrated and stressed out right now beyond belief because of so many changes that have been going on, and all of his people have been quitting on him. So his income depends on them. And so now his income has drastically gone down too. So part of that 100,000 is also to help him be able to retire and do what he wants to do. Okay. Another big goal of ours is to pay off student loans, which we're very close to that, to also pay off our car loans and our credit cards. And we're also, again, some of you probably already know this, but we're working on starting a family. So those are our goals by June of next year. And then I thought, well, there's got to be something more down the road, not just a year from now, but like a really big dream that we have. So we had our honeymoon in the Virgin Islands, and we absolutely fell in love with it there. So we had talked about this for years now, that our big dream is to have a retirement home in the Virgin Islands. So our goal is to be able to purchase that retirement home in 2025. Obviously, we won't be actually retiring then, but just so we have it and we're able to maybe rent it out. So that just kind of gives you an idea of some of the things, and maybe this has sparked some ideas in your mind of what some of your goals are. But I just laid it all out here. And also, all of these slides that I'm showing you from here on, I actually printed off and I have them posted on my mirror in my bathroom. So that way I'm looking at them every day. Okay. So once you determine your vision, then you want to kind of narrow it down to some personal goals. Okay, now these are all for me related to Beachbody. So I'm planning to get Quarter 4 certified actually next weekend. And my goal is to hit Diamond rank by October. And I would like to hit Success Club 2 every month for the next year, basically. 1 star diamond by January 2018, 2 star diamond by June 2018. And this is like one of my big things. I actually really enjoy public speaking, and I think it's just because I was a teacher years ago, and I do this a lot for work, where I do hold seminars and things like that. So every time I see, these top coaches up there on the stage at Summit, I'm like, oh, I really want to do that. I want to be up there. I want to be the one that's giving all this great advice and inspiration and motivational stories. So that's like a really big goal of mine. And I don't know if it's something I can accomplish by next year, but that would be so super awesome if someday I would be asked to actually speak up on stage. So those are my goals. And then from there, I worked backwards and thought about what are some of the things that I need to do to achieve those goals. So again, you guys saw I posted that 30 connections sheet that I put together. It's something that I'm going to use personally. You're welcome to use as well, or you're welcome to come up with your own system. But it's something that I'm going to really religiously stick to. I started using it this week to get into the habits of doing it so that when we start Teen Cup, I'm already all in. The other thing is 30 minutes of personal development daily. So I do this kind of, but probably not as much as I should. And what I wanted to do is start, I haven't read The Miracle Morning, but I've heard lots of good things about it. And I've already talked to my husband about actually getting up an hour earlier than we have been so we can sit down together and like listen to personal development and talk through it with each other. So that's a big goal of mine as well. The other thing is live videos. So I've definitely gotten a little bit more comfortable with that. But one thing I want to add is doing live videos on my team pages and in my groups, because I think it's a really great way to engage people. And it's just going to add that extra layer of like personal touch to what we're doing so that people will, you know, get a little bit more insight on to who I am. The other thing is scheduling posts, making sure that they're all ready to go for the week. Of course, daily workouts and Shakeology, that's a no-brainer for all of us. I also am trying to like one of the first things I do when I wake up is actually try to say some positive affirmations to myself, whether read aloud or in my head, just to get myself going first thing in the morning. And I also created this weekly reflection sheet. I think I shared that in the group as well. I've noticed that one thing for me that has been lacking in my business is that I'm not taking the time to like really think about what I did during the week. You know, whether I accomplished everything I wanted to, or if there were some things that I could have focused on a little bit more. So I want to make that a weekly thing for me so that, you know, it's always good to reflect because then you can figure out what are some things I can improve on. Of course, I also want to, during this month, I want to help 5 people at least start or restart their fitness and nutrition journey. And I'd like to help 1 person a month at least get started in the business. And then, of course, the commitment to always be running a free group, a challenge group, and a coach sneak peek every month. So those are the actions that I'm planning to take to try to reach those goals. So those are all just for me personally. Now, in order to grow my team, I thought, well, I really also need to think about what the vision is for the team. And my team's name is Team Persevere. And I think one of the things, or what that means to me, is that no matter what your circumstances, that you're able to continue to stick to the actions that you need to be doing every day to reach the goals that you have. And I'll be honest that I haven't been consistent in the I think it's like almost 2.5 years already that I've been a coach. So it's something that I know that if I'm not being consistent, that there's no way I can expect my team to be consistent either. So it's something that I'm working on. And so this is what I came up with for my team vision. Again, giving it a year. My goals are to help 2 personally sponsored coaches reach diamond rank, to bring 20 new coaches total onto our team, and 10 of those being my own. I'd like to help my coaches reach at least Success Club 5 every month. Going to continue with the weekly trainings like this one that we've been doing for the last year or so, because I think it's a really good opportunity to share what I've been learning from some of the trainings that I've been doing, and, you know, give you guys ideas as well. And weekly recognition. So I know that's an area that I have not been consistent in either. I think it's important to recognize the efforts that you guys are putting forth, so that you continue to do them. And of course, actually checking in one-on-one more often. Again, an area I know that I need to work on. And then lastly, developing a system for us to train any of our new coaches that come onto the team. All right, so I shared all of that with you just to give you some ideas and to let you know where I am planning to target my business. So now it's up to you guys to think about what is your personal vision. Okay, and I'm gonna put a call to action at the end of the video that I want you guys to all seriously think about this. You know, take out a notebook and write some ideas down. Like I said, really dream big. Think about what you want your life to look like in a year from now, and write all of it down. Okay, and then once you have that, what are some actual goals that you have for your business within the next year? And once you have those, working backwards and thinking about what are some things that I can do to actually achieve those goals. Okay. So that being said, I'm really excited for Team Cup. I know we have just a couple of days. I think it starts Tuesday next week. So you guys have a few days to really think through all of this. But I really encourage you to definitely do this before we get started, so that you're ready on Tuesday to go all in. All right. That's all I have for you guys. Does anyone have any questions or comments or anything to add? All good? Are you guys excited?
Yes. I am, and I'm sorry that you saw me giving my daughter a bath until I realized. Oh my God.
It's all good.
You didn't say it. I thought I was muted because when I first came on, it said your microphone's muted. I'm like, okay, great. So I continued and had the screen facing me because it's my phone and I wanted to see your screen, and then it like hit me and I was like, oh my God. Oh no. Ah. Oh, sugar. But you didn't stop and say, Bobby, I can hear you. So totally didn't. I'm so sorry. But yeah, no, I think these are great goals, and I'm really excited for you for your goals. I need to sit down myself and I have my goals on a little Post-it, but and I put them up with deadlines this time, which I haven't done ever. So, you know, I'm working on that, and then I'm trying to, my hardest part is, yes, the power hours and stuff. Obviously my biggest challenge is consistency, but for me, it's putting systems into place and like just having that system, feeling comfortable with that system. Like I have yet to find like a tracking system that I am so in love with that, you know, I always just go back to pen and paper.
Yeah.
So, and I used to do the power fives all the time. You know, I love the fives that we did, the Connect to 30 with the gratitudes and stuff. So I'm going to try to do that because I was still kind of just continuing the way we learned in our leadership training, Amber.
Yeah.
So I've kind of been doing it that way. But if I take some of those, like, you know, because gratitudes can be to new people too. So if I count those as my convo section from the training that, you know, then I'm still doing what I need to do. So
yeah, I think one of the most important things that you pointed out was having a deadline for all of your goals. That's another thing that a lot of times people don't think about. They're just like, oh, well, it'll happen when it happens. Well, when you have a deadline, you're putting more of a fire under yourself to accomplish it by that point.
yeah.
So it's going to make you force yourself to be more consistent. So awesome.
We got this.
Yes, I'm so excited. And I love that we're doing this all together because I think, you know, it's just going to add to the fire and it's going to help us all motivate each other.
I agree. I love our little group.
Sorry, I spilled an entire like half a can of sparkling water on my bedroom floor right now.
Oh no.
I'm giving baths. She's spilling sparkling water. It's all good.
I was in the car before.
Aw, hi.
Oh, poor Katie.
I know.
We're all nuts.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna I did record this, so all of our craziness is gonna be posted in
Fantastic.
so feel free to tag all your coaches so they can watch the playback later. Because I think this
Okay.
would be a really good exercise for everyone to do.
You'll have to let me know if you can. Did you see like me fully giving her a bat, like standing up when I realized?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Wonder if there's a way to edit that out.
I don't know.
Oh.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for hopping on, and hopefully it gives you some good ideas, and we'll get us all pumped up to start Team Cup.
Sounds good. Thanks, Val.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody.
Hi, you too.
Bye.